South Sudan, the world's youngest nation, stands as a testament to resilience amid adversity. With a mere whisper of infrastructure, the absence of electricity casts a shadow over daily life. The sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, but darkness shortly follows for most households, where candles flicker as the primary source of light. Life unfolds under a blanket of stars, the stories of families blending into the night as they gather around small fires, sharing tales to keep the spirit of hope alive. In this land where the basic comforts of life seem like a distant dream, beds are a rare commodity. Many sleep on the cold earth, their bodies embracing the coolness of the ground, while thin mats or woven reeds serve as fragile barriers against the harshness of the terrain. Each night the sounds of nature serenade them, a cacophony of crickets and distant animal calls that echo through the moonlit air. This stark reality fuels a deep appreciation for the little things, as families come together to find solace in each other's presence, sharing warmth in more ways than one. Bicycles in this bustling tapestry of existence represent not just a mode of transport, but a luxury coveted by many. The dusty paths of South Sudan witness the rhythmic pedaling of those fortunate enough to own one, as bicycles become lifelines, connecting rural communities to markets and services. Dust swirls in the wake of these cyclists, their silhouettes framed against the vast open skies. For many, a bicycle symbolizes freedom and opportunity, a dream that extends beyond mere survival, allowing individuals to aspire for a better future and engage with the world beyond their villages. Travel in South Sudan is akin to embarking on an adventure through uncharted terrain. Each journey unravels the rich cultural tapestry woven by the diverse ethnic groups that inhabit this land. The vibrancy of colors in traditional attire, the warmth of smiles exchanged, and the richness of communal life prompt visitors to reflect on their own privileges. South Sudan teaches invaluable lessons in resilience and gratitude, challenging travelers to see the world through a lens of strength and hope, even in the most challenging circumstances. As the sun rises, painting the daily landscape with renewed energy, life in South Sudan continues its unyielding march forward. Amidst the struggles of poverty and the absence of basic amenities, the indomitable spirit of the people shines bright, reminding us that even in the toughest of times, there exists an unbreakable bond of community and an unwavering hope for a brighter tomorrow. South Sudan, the world's youngest nation, possesses a military power shaped by its tumultuous history and ongoing challenges. With independence achieved in 2011, the nascent country inherited a diverse array of armed groups, each with distinct loyalties and aspirations. The South Sudan People's Defense Forces, SSPDF, serves as the official military, tasked with safeguarding national sovereignty amidst internal strife and regional tensions. Built upon a legacy of resistance from decades of conflict with Sudan, the SSPDF aims to establish a structured military capable of effectively responding to the complexities of statehood. However, the military power of South Sudan is not solely dependent on the formal army structure. A network of various militia groups exists, often arising from community or ethnic affiliations. These forces add an intricate layer to the country's security landscape, as they can operate independently of the central command. While these armed groups may offer localized security, their existence can also exacerbate tensions, leading to fragmentation and conflict. The interplay between the SSPDF and these militias reveals the challenges faced in unifying the military forces under a cohesive policy. The resources available to maintain military power are a decisive factor. South Sudan is rich in oil reserves, providing a significant revenue source for funding its military endeavors. Nevertheless, economic hardships and corruption have complicated resource allocation, often leading to insufficient support for the troops. This creates a paradox where the military must operate effectively, even with constrained resources and limited infrastructure. The government's ability to prioritize military strength alongside citizen welfare remains a critical point of contention. International relations also shape the dynamics of South Sudan's military power. Regional partnerships and foreign military assistance play crucial roles in enhancing capabilities through training and equipment. However, reliance on external actors can introduce complications, influencing domestic policies and military decisions. Striking a balance between national priorities and international expectations presents a strategic dilemma for the government of South Sudan. In conclusion, the military power of South Sudan embodies a complex tapestry of historical legacies, resource constraints, and evolving dynamics. The confluence of formal military structures and informal militias underscores a multifaceted approach to security. As the country continues to navigate its challenges, the evolution of its military will significantly influence its journey towards stability and peace. A robust military framework will be essential for the nation's resilience and future prosperity. The weather in South Sudan is characterized by its distinctive tropical climate, marked by significant variations in temperature and rainfall throughout the year. The country experiences two primary seasons, the wet season and the dry season, each offering unique climatic conditions that impact the lives of its inhabitants. During the wet season, which typically lasts from May to October, South Sudan transforms dramatically. The skies unburden themselves, showering the land with heavy rains that replenish rivers and nourish the lush vegetation. The sound of raindrops tapping against rooftops becomes a symphony of nature, welcoming the much-needed moisture. The rivers swell, creating vibrant ecosystems that come alive with the sounds of chirping birds and rustling leaves. However, this abundant rainfall can also lead to flooding in certain regions, leading to challenges such as displacement and crop loss, particularly in areas near waterways. Conversely, the dry season stretches from November to April, bringing with it scorching temperatures and a stark landscape. The sun reigns supreme, casting an intense heat that radiates off the barren earth beneath. Dust storms occasionally sweep through the region, swirling up fine particles and casting a haze over the horizon. During this time, the nights offer a refreshing contrast as temperatures dip, inviting locals to gather under the starry sky, sharing stories and laughter around communal fires. The arid conditions during this period affect agriculture, with farmers relying heavily on the harvest from the previous wet season to sustain their families and communities. Understanding the weather patterns in South Sudan is vital for planning and development efforts, especially in agriculture and infrastructure. As communities adapt to the challenges posed by climate variability, innovative practices and resilience-building measures are becoming essential. Weather forecasts and training on sustainable farming techniques have a real impact on enhancing food security and livelihoods. In conclusion, the weather of South Sudan plays a crucial role in shaping the country's landscape and the lives of its people. From the life-giving rains of the wet season to the sweltering heat of the dry months, each climatic phase contributes to the rich tapestry of South Sudan's environment and its culture. By paying attention to these weather patterns, one can gain deeper insight into the complexities of daily life in this vibrant country. South Sudan's economy is a complex tapestry, woven from its rich natural resources and the challenges of its post-independence journey. Emerging from decades of conflict, the nation has immense potential, primarily driven by its vast reserves of oil and minerals. The glowing promise of these resources beckons exploration and investment. Yet the high volatility in global oil prices complicates economic stability, leaving the country susceptible to fluctuations. The burgeoning agricultural sector holds the keys to diversifying the economy and reducing dependency on oil. With fertile land spanning across the country, there exists an opportunity for growth through subsistence and commercial farming. Crops such as sorghum and millet thrive in the region, and if harnessed effectively, they could not only feed the local population but also pave the way for exports, enhancing food security and international trade relationships. However, internal conflicts and infrastructure deficits pose significant challenges to economic development. The lack of roads, electricity, and essential services stifles trade and investment, creating a cycle of poverty and instability. Corruption also undermines effective governance, making it difficult for potential investors to commit their resources. Nevertheless, international organizations and neighboring countries are gradually stepping in to offer support, aiming to stabilize and empower South Sudan's economy, fostering growth that could ultimately change the nation's trajectory. Through steadfast policy reform and collaborative efforts, there lies hope for a brighter economic future that resonates with the aspirations of the South Sudanese people.